I'm back home just for a second. Okay, I know the news has been very frustrating, right, about Xavi Simons, but I got one update. Just one update. Just one. Just one. Anyway, before we start, subscribe to IFC, hit that notification bell. You don't have to miss all the dreams right here at IFC. 10,000 subscribers, as we say always, right? Let's do this. Now, we know Xavi, not Xavi, sorry, who's this guy? Hato. His first name is what? Jeremy Hato. Yes, he has signed a contract at Chelsea. Let me start with that. I do have that information. Yes, Jeremy Hato completed his medical and signs a 7-year deal at Chelsea today. So that is closed. It's signed. There's nothing like, okay, he's about to do a medical and then somebody just come grab him. Like we stole a player from Tottenham, if you guys remember, right? Willian, he was about, he did a medical at Tottenham and is about to sign a contract. And then we gave him a phone call. I think Jose Mourinho was at Chelsea, I remember. We gave him a phone call and then he didn't finish the medical at Tottenham. He just came back to Chelsea, and that was a very bad idea for Tottenham, right? They didn't have a good day, I remember that time, right? Eden Hazard, it didn't happen the same thing, but we paid a lot of money on the Eden Hazard. By that time it was a lot of money, but by this time market, that's not a lot of money. That's a few pounds, right? It's so crazy because today's market, you're looking at the players like Xavi Simons, like Hato, you're looking at Alexander Isak going for 120 million pounds, and Newcastle rejected that. That is crazy. Like how the market in the football world has gone sideways, you know. Alexander Isak, Liverpool, I think they're gonna pay 130 now. They have to, because the guy is not even in a squad. He's not training with Newcastle, right? Of course, the club they're telling him is not for sale, but that's a lie. He's for sale. I'm just saying the market right now, it's crazy how this century, this era, everything has gone up. You know, food to eat, rent, your house. You know, you can't even buy a house, especially where we live over here. Everything's expensive. The government, it's crazy. Anyway, I think everybody can say that because it's crazy even in the UK, right? Yeah, especially London. You can't live in London alone. You have to have some people living with. So it's just the market at the international level of football is crazy. You can't pay a player, you can't buy a player for 120. That's too much. Remember when we were having a British record, when you're buying a player within England, you know, if you bid 100 million pounds, that's a lot of money. That's a British record. People, they'll be surprised. It's like, oh, that's a lot of money. Players used to go to 60, you know, 70. That's where it was. When it reached 85, that's a, wow, that's a lot of money. Now it's not the deal. Anyway, let's do some stuff. Check out this. Chelsea want to close the deal very soon for Xavi Simons with a new round of talks scheduled. He is not in today's squad against Atlanta, and the reason is his imminent departure from Rijsbeek, and that is going to happen. He's leaving Rijsbeek, don't worry. And this one is just going to be very, very easy, I think. I don't think this deal is going to be collapsing. He wants Chelsea, of course. He wants to play in a Premier League, and that's a very good thing right now. As I said, this deal is taking too long. A lot of people, they were, you know, getting a little upset. I'm not. It's the same thing with Hato, you know. We have signed Hato already. So it's an example. Just look at Hato. Everything went well. Sometimes nothing, you know, like you can't just make a thing happen just like boom, magic, and then a player just sign for Chelsea or any other club. They don't do that. They have to go through situation after situation, solve things, sit down at the table, write the papers, oh, this plays like this, check the background, and all this stuff, negotiation, you know. Right now, I think Egbari and one of the club's hierarchy, or one of them, not manager, but one of the owner and respect their negotiation with Egbari. You know, this guy Lawrence Stewart and the other guy is like the Chelsea chairman. They are not there to do that. Egbari is there to negotiate with Xavi Simons. And if you remember when I said about this deal, Xavi Simons, if he signs for Chelsea, it looks like he's going to sign for Chelsea. We have two tens. We have Kopama, we have Xavi Simons. And I think I'm the only one who's saying this. I have a weird feeling, but this weird feeling I have is in the future. It's not now. It's in the future. Nobody's looking at this. I'm the only one who's looking at this. Xavi Simons comes to Chelsea. He do very well. Remember, as I said, we got two tens, Kopama and Xavi Simons. I want you to keep that in mind. Now, what's going to happen is this. Kopama is a top bowler. We know that, right? Xavi Simons, if he comes to Chelsea and if he performs just like Kopama, what do you think what is next? Tell me in the comment. You know exactly what I'm thinking and you know exactly what's going to happen. I think Kopama is going to get sold or Xavi Simons is going to get sold. But I think, I don't know the age between. If Kopama is older than Xavi Simons, then Kopama is going to get sold. And Chelsea, they won't worry about that because they got Xavi Simons can play in the same area like Kopama. I have this feeling. Let me know down in the comment if you think the same, if you have idea about that, you know? I have a big idea. Yesterday, Armando Broja was sold. We have idea. We didn't know how much was sold, but this is idea. Sources say Armando Broja's move to Burnley could be worth up to £20 million, but the expected price has not been confirmed. This is just the idea. 20 million for Armando Broja is not a bad thing because the guy injuries and is not even an born striker. He's very slow. Like he's that average striker. He's not. It doesn't belong at Chelsea, of course. He belongs like to Burnley, Sunderland. They just got in the Premier League, of course, and they have signed one of the top midfield. Granit Xhaka, I love that midfield, you know, former Arsenal midfield, of course, and he went Leverkusen, of course, we know the story. But Broja joining Burnley from Chelsea for maybe 25 million. If we pocket 25 million, that's a good business. That's a very good business by Chelsea. Right now, Chelsea, they have a lot of money. Let me tell you this. Chelsea, they have lots of money. Just to clarify, let me just go back. Let's remember, right? Last 16 in the Club World Cup, you pocket about 15 million to 10 million, something like that. And then when you go to the semi-final, you pocket a lot of money again, maybe about 30 something million. I'm just guessing because I forgot. I don't want to go in and search. I'm just telling you the ideas. You know exactly what Chelsea pocket after they reach those stuff. And they reach the final, they pocket more money. And winning that, about something 100 million, something like that. You know? And again on the other side, qualifying the Champions League, you make a lot of money. And play the playoff of the Champions League, you make a lot of money. So they have everything. Again, they sold João Felix to Saudi. They have everything. They saw Armando Broja. They have everything. This is why all these clubs are so jealousy. I would say maybe the clubs, but looking at the fans who are very upset. Man United fans talking about this. Arsenal fans talking about this. How come this club sell these players like this? It's not, you know. I don't see Liverpool fans saying this because Liverpool, of course, I Liverpool. Maybe they are Liverpool, but yeah, it's a joke. Yeah, Liverpool. They can't say anything about Chelsea because Liverpool, they're about to break a record of transfer. They're getting closer to Chelsea. 2023, when Chelsea spent about 5 something in a transfer, right? Pound. It's crazy. Liverpool, they're getting closer. Right now, Liverpool, they are at 443, something like that. Very close. If they sign Alexander Isak and if they pay more, because right now Newcastle, they are demanding more. But this could be very easy for Liverpool if Newcastle buy a striker. And this is where I want to show you. Check out this. Benjamin SESKO is not even in the RB Ricepack squad today due to transfer set to take place this month. Same as Xavi Simons. No decision made yet by SESKO camp on a new club. Newcastle ready since last week to pay what it takes, and Man United also in contact with Ricepack, and that is the news. Now, the rumor is SESKO want Man United, and doesn't make sense to me. Why are you wanting United? You know, it's just the name, but look at them. Like, I don't even want, like, have to say what is happening at United. You just can look at the club and just, you know what's happening. Man United right now is just a name. That's it. There's nothing special about them. I'm just saying the truth. They are lost, and they have to rebuild like Chelsea did. If they did like Chelsea, rebuild the squad, rebuild everything, and fire some people, and that was right. You know, you have to fire some people to get progress. If you know what you're doing, and if you have a vision, then fire some people, put your own stuff. If you have a vision, it's very important to have a vision. You can't just fire people without a vision. You know, you can't work without a vision. So it looks like right now Chelsea, they have a vision. This is why they fired all the stuff from the owner before, Roman Abramovich. So yeah, right now it's working, right? We are world champion. So you can't say anything. You have to give credit where it deserves. So Chelsea deserve a credit, a big credit. Everybody, they were predicting PSG to beat Chelsea, PSG to dance on Chelsea. And when you watch those reaction, oh my goodness, I'm going to do a video about that. I'm going to start doing a video, not every day, but I'm going to start to reacting to those stuff just to have that Monday night movie, right? Let's have Monday night movie. I'm gonna start doing that when I have time, of course. It's so satisfying to see how reaction people do when you're winning. Of course, when you're losing too, I'm gonna do that. Don't worry. It's not just the winning. Anyway, moving on from that, Xavi Simons and the update I just give it to you. SESKO to Newcastle, Liverpool, Alexander Isak, the news. They have to pay 130. I'm just predicting this. Maybe 140 if they really want a striker. Yeah, let's see what's going to happen. And if you don't know, again, Newcastle says you are not for sale. But they will. They'll sign a new striker, of course. If SESKO goes to United, they'll come to Jackson at Chelsea, and they will pay 85 million for Jackson, of course, because Chelsea valued Nicholas Jackson at 100 million. This is the update came 3 weeks ago, and then we are hearing no, it's not 100, it's 85, or it's not 85, it's 90. So you don't know, but maybe 80 or 70 maybe is gonna get sold. Jackson knows, because Jackson said something, you know, like there's no competition in the team. This is what he said about 3 days ago, not yesterday. There's no competition in the team. We are here all to play football, to help the team. The future belongs to God. This is what he said. He knows there is a competition. He knows that there is a competition. So yeah, and it's just yesterday he was getting in the plane and then coming to England. Yeah, he was greeting everybody. I saw on internet. Yeah, so let's see what's going to happen after transfer. Now, if we go to Tottenham, this is the last one. Son, the Tottenham legend, is leaving the club. And everybody is crying about that, right? Especially the Spurs fans. But Son has been in England for 25 years. He came as a kid. He wasn't in Tottenham as a kid, if I remember. And he said this, look, LA FC are mostly to get Son deal done with agreement very advanced at final stages. Son has made his decision to leave Spurs, and things can now accurate, and that is true. He's gonna leave Tottenham, Son. So yeah, let me know down in the comment, what do you think about the news today, and let's see if we got some. Here we go in the afternoon, or by the end of the day, we might hear Xavi Simons to Chelsea, here we go. Or we might hear maybe Alexander Isak to Liverpool, here we go. Those two news, they're big news in this transfer window. Very huge, big news, especially like Alexander Isak to Liverpool. It's a very, very big one. That, I think the internet is going to react. Wait and see. Just wait. I will see you soon. Don't forget to subscribe to IFC. Hit that notification bell. You don't have to miss all the nice and honey. I will see you soon. God bless.